Hey everyone, welcome to the Super Review Show's Mixed Bag, live once again on Wednesday night. Joining me as always is Bill Murphy. Next to me, Bill, how you doing tonight?
I am doing very well, my friend. How are you?
Doing just fine. And joining us tonight on this wonderful occasion is Justin, the man. He is back once again. How you doing tonight, Justin?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. So tonight's topic on the Super Review Show, I'm going to just say it, and then I'm going to let Bill do all the talking, as he likes to do. Tonight's topic is shows that should be canceled. I'm telling you right up front, this should be a really interesting debate. We're going to choose 5 shows that we think should be canceled and put on the shelf forever. Bill, take it away. What else we got to talk about tonight?
Well, we're going to be talking about, like you just said, shows that should be canceled. Some, they just ran their course and they need to end. Others for some controversial reasons. You'll see when I get to one of my picks.
Oh,
and
boy.
I might get on my soapbox when I get there. I don't have a soapbox.
Oh,
just imagine
boy.
I do. But anyway, we're just gonna be going around like we did with the overrated, underrated TV shows and movies. And I just want to say, this is all opinion. None of this is fact. So if you disagree with us, doesn't mean you're stupid. Doesn't mean you're a horrible person.
Or does it? No, I'm kidding.
Does it, Justin?
No. Does it?
This is all strictly opinion. Let us know if you agree or disagree in the comments, and tell us what shows you think should be canceled.
Oh, well, listen. So who's going to start off tonight?
I can go.
Bill? All right. Bill, what's your first show that should be canceled?
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to say it right off the bat. The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, we can't deny that. I'm going to agree with you on that. Let me pull up
The Simpsons. I'm sorry. I was a big Simpsons fan growing up. But this show has done more than jump the shark. This show has been on for 30 freaking years. I think it's just the thing is, like, I haven't really been watching a lot of the new stuff. Like, pre-movie Simpsons was great. A few duds, but every show does. Not every episode is perfect. A few of the post-movie seasons were okay, but then they just went way downhill. They just went way freaking downhill. Like, what can you do anymore? Am I right?
It's the running joke. Simpsons has done it. Like, Simpsons has done everything. Yeah, that was a joke that was made back in 2003.
Simpsons did it.
It's 2021 now. Sure, maybe the current events might have been able to get some new stuff out of it. I don't know. I haven't seen any of the new episodes.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Justin. When they try to do like current events and social commentary, you know what the problem is?
They do it poorly.
Yeah, they are trying to be like South Park.
When they should just be The Simpsons.
Yes, they're like, because, since then, shows like Family Guy and South Park have come out, and they're trying, and those shows came off from The Simpsons. But now, like with South Park, they're like, hey, we should try to do that. But no, South Park is good at what they're doing. And South Park should just be South Park, and The Simpsons should just be The Simpsons. And listen, after 30-something years, I think it's time for Matt Groening and them to just call it.
And it's not like it's not like they lost their touch either, because Futurama was still incredible. You have Disenchantment, which I hear is actually very, very good.
What show?
Disenchantment.
I haven't seen it. Futurama, I've seen here and there. Like, I think Futurama has its fan base, but it's like what American Dad is to Seth MacFarlane. American Dad is Family Guy's little brother.
No, because The difference is Futurama had an ending. It had a definitive ending.
It did.
The Simpsons, they're never gonna have a finale. The show's gonna get canceled before they have a finale. Let's just face it.
But you know what? This is like one of Fox's,
It's one of their bread and butter things too, man.
because this is the thing they show on Sunday nights.
Is that because they're yellow?
Oh, okay. I get it. I didn't get it for a sec, but I think it may just be time for them to say, guys, one more season. It's time. This has been going on way too long.
Since literally was my math right? 1989. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's one of the longest running shows ever.
I think 88.
88. Oh, even longer. That's like over 30 years. Like 30, what? 35, 34
33.
years? 33. Thank you. I mean, if I could chime in for 1 second, The Simpsons, honest to God, to both of you, this might be a good or bad thing, that which way you look at it, but I have never seen an episode of The Simpsons in my life.
What?
Okay, but hear me out. I agree with the points you're making, even though I haven't even seen it, because I feel like if I were to get into it, number one, I have to binge watch 30 seasons. No one wants to do that if you've never seen it, kind of thing, right?
Oh, no, I agree.
Number two, I feel like, and you guys can play back to this more than I can. The Simpsons, they tell me if I'm wrong. They have different episodes that kind of like overlap, if you will, like a lot of copycat here. They're running out of ideas almost. Does that sound right?
No, I totally agree.
Okay, so like you're talking about a show that's literally been on the air since 1988 or 89. Like one of the years my dad graduated high school. It's still been on the air. You know what I mean? It's in the 80s. It's crazy. So that being said, what else is there to do? I mean, Simpsons
and the thing is, the kids are
space?
still the same age. Bart is still 10. Lisa's still 8. What was that?
Viewers.
What's that, Justin?
Kill off Bart. That'll get some viewers.
I mean, you could.
But the thing is, like with Bart, is like how they turn him to now, like doing things. I think what was so cool is that he was a rebel without a cause. And I feel, and because this is a show that introduced Flanderization.
Oh, yeah.
Justin, could you please explain to our dear friend what Flanderization is?
So Flanderization is when you take what used to be a well-rounded character and reduce him to a single characteristic. So the named example is Ned Flanders of The Simpsons, who started off the show as a morally Christian family man. You know, does the right thing, a little much on the religion, but not overly so. And then later series, all it became is about, Christianity and him being an overly religious zealot.
Okay.
Howdy-ho! Anyway,
Hello, neighbor.
I just, The Simpsons has just become, it's just become they just need to, and it's like they used to be so great, and now I feel like when they do something, they'll be like, hey, let's do this. We did it 20 years ago. How about this? We did it 30 years ago.
Also, something that old Simpsons never did, but new Simpsons does constantly, is old Simpsons wouldn't undercut the drama for a joke. New Simpsons definitely will. It's funny because Family Guy's the copycat.
Oh, we'll get to them later.
But The Simpsons started taking more from Family Guy's style in recent years.
Because, it's just, the thing is, I think The Simpsons should have a finale. They should just like go off gracefully. They should have did it 10 years ago, but
Well, I think they did try to do it. It was called the Simpsons movie.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. I remember that.
that would have been a good series finale.
You know what? Like, it always seems like that's what the movie is trying to be, is the finale. But of course, the studio says money talks, and if you don't like it, you can walk.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
That'd be a great T-shirt. I gotta write that down.
We'll split the profits.
Let's do it.
Anyway, yeah, so The Simpsons, after 33 years, I think maybe pretty soon it's finally time we say goodbye to Springfield. In whatever state it is.
Yeah, let's have that be the big reveal of the finale.
Yeah. We were in Hawaii. I don't know, right?
There's like 30 different Springfields. I'm like, which state is it in?
Spoiler alert, it's actually Canada.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like I said, I think it's, and like I said, and the characters, I feel like I felt like they made Homer a little smarter throughout the series, but he's kind of still dumb at the same time.
Wait.
But like I said, I think it's
more unlikably dumb.
Well, he's still likable though.
But he's not as much of the caring father figure who he used to be. Like I said, they became more like Family Guy in later.
Justin, can you just cut? We'll talk about Family Guy when we get there.
Sorry.
And it's okay.
It's all good, guys.
The two shows are very
similar. Yeah, so yeah, that's like what I said. And like, listen, Bart, Lisa, Marge, Homer, Maggie, Moe, Lenny, Carl, Barney, everyone else in Springfield. But like I said, I think it's time we say goodbye to Springfield. It's time to pull the plug. All right, Justin, you want to go next?
Justin, what do you got?
I'm gonna get some hate for this one.
Okay.
Now, you guys know I love comic book stuff. I love Marvel. I love DC. And it pains me to say this, but The Flash needs to end.
I have never really watched it, so
I can comment because I saw the first. I backed out of season 3, but
yeah.
I mean, why don't you go elaborate a little bit?
There's just so many ways you can incorporate Barry. You need to be faster. I'm sorry. That was basically the plot of the first 3 seasons, and after that, I just jumped off of the show. It just became so formulaic, so boring, so villain of the week. It's essentially a police procedural with superheroes. And if you've seen one police procedural, you've seen them all.
Yep.
And the plots for these shows, it's just not as creative anymore. Like, I heard in season 4 they had the Thinker. Okay, great. What did they do with him? They framed him for murder, I heard.
I don't remember. Like I said, after season 3, I dipped.
Yeah, I was the same way. Season 3 is when I dipped. It's just, I just feel like they don't have any good ideas that they can do on television.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't mean to butt in, but didn't they also have win an Emmy for best visual effects for the show though for season 2? Did I hear that right or no?
But first couple seasons I thought were fine. Like
Yeah.
the visual effects were great for a television show, especially with something like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty. The effects are pretty phenomenal for television.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was about to say that.
For anything else, like I would not this would not fly if this was the films.
I guess you could say it would go in a flash. That was really bad. I had to say it. Sorry. But yeah. I can agree with you on. Can I chime in? I agree with you on this because I think didn't Arrow just ended with their 8th season. Will the Flash end? I think the Flash will go on. What are they on season 6 now? Is that correct?
6 or 7.
I don't know. I mean we're on Wikipedia.
From what I heard, they just lost Cisco, which is their best character.
He was great. I mean, I can't believe did they actually kill him off?
I don't know if they kill him off or if he's riding off to the sunset.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, it's the Flash ending after season 6. So apparently they went for a season 6 just now. And basically, I remember the pilot too. Basically, look, let's take a look at it for a sec. They're on season. Okay. So right here, it says that season 6 just ended last year. And they said they're targeting a season 7 premiere.
They already started.
Sorry, they did. They did do March 2nd. They already did it. What I'm curious to see is I don't know if you can see this right here. I'm going to zoom in for all of you at home who are watching this and or listening to this, whatever. The first season had 4.6 million viewers per episode on average. That went down to 4.2 for season 2. For season 3, it went down to 3.5. For season 4, I think when Justin and I left, it was 3 million. And then 2.4, there's a slow decline, if I can talk, in views, millions of views for the show. Does that indicate quality dipping? Probably. I mean, according to Justin. I mean, I like I said, I can only vouch for the first 3 or 4 seasons. I honestly can't tell anything else.
It just got repetitive, and if they want to get us back, like, okay, I heard that there's time travel involved in the new ones where Flash's kids come back to the past or something like that, which goofy,
cheesy.
I mean, I'm starting to think if the Flash might just be too much for me. Because
yeah.
Because I watched a few episodes of like Young Justice, and like there's some of that cheese too. But there's also like gravity to it. Like Wally West dies in the 2nd season, and he doesn't come back.
I know they actually killed him off. Joe Wiley's in the chat board. Welcome,
Joe. What's going on, bud?
Chat us up with that Rangers stuff. Anyways, Justin,
Rangers are doing good.
Justin, what do you got? What were you saying?
It's just I just don't feel like they know what to do anymore after season 3.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, also on the Super Review Show, I was talking all about Zoom and Wally West and all this other crap, like Reverse Flash. When the show was, I watched that show religiously. I loved it every week, and I would talk about it as the show went on. That's what kind of pumped my channel up in the first place, to what it is now. But honestly, like the first 3 or 4 seasons, like Justin said, are really good. I mean, but are they like? It's just I don't know. Like, where are they going to go from like time travel? Like, I mean, in the first 2 seasons, they did a lot. They covered a lot of ground there. So I tend to agree with you, unfortunately. I mean, I still like the show. I think it's good. But do I think that it could last for 10 seasons? Probably not. So,
like, if anything, if I'm going to go back to this show, I'm probably either going to watch all the Kevin Smith directed episodes because it's Kevin Smith.
oh, yeah.
Or watch all the Harry Wells episodes because he was also one of the best parts of that show.
Yeah. And I got to say, though, I have a friend of mine. I'm not sure if he's watching or not, but there's a friend of mine who watches these shows religiously. He loves them. And I mean, if he was watching, he'd be like, no, you're crazy. But I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just this is a good show to bring up, actually, for what shows to be canceled. Unfortunately, because I still like it, but at the same time, it's like, what else are you going to do? So, any other comments for The Flash or anything? Justin, you got anything else?
That's pretty much it.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk about a show if that's okay.
All right, ahead, your show. Too.
It is my channel and it is my show. Bill, thanks for the comment in the chat board. All right. The first one, I'm just letting you guys know I'm including reality TV shows in this too. I only got 2 of those though.
I got 2 on my list too, so don't worry.
Good. I wanted to make sure that you had some because reality TV shows, some of them are garbage. Oh my God. All right. Anyways, first one right off the bat. NCIS.
So that's not a reality show.
No, I know that's not a reality show, but I'm not saying this show. Justin, I saw you like flinch over there. This show, I can't. I've been alive for 22 years. I have seen coming attractions for this show on like CBS. I think for my whole life. This show, and I don't want to try and like single out cop shows and stuff like that. I'm sure it's a great show. I'm sure it's great. I've never seen that.
I've watched a few episodes of it because my parents were obsessed with it at one point.
My dad was obsessed with it. Like,
okay,
whenever I heard the
do.
So I mean, I feel like this is one of the, and also then they had spin-off shows, NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS Miami, or all these other shows. I'm like,
our favorite superhero sidekick, Chris O'Donnell.
Oh God, don't even bring that up. That's bad, man. Chris O'Donnell. Jesus Christ, Bill. Look.
That is our shot of him for Batman and Robin.
Yeah. I want a car. Chicks dig the car. This is why Superman works alone. Oh God. Oh, that could be that could be another one. What movies should have never been made? Anyways, so NCIS. I understand that people love it. Like it's like the Criminal Minds thing when we talked about overrated TV shows. I just think that like it's been on the air so long, everyone knows about it, everyone has heard about it. And to me, I've dropped into a couple episodes like within any given week, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like I'm watching the same damn thing. So, no disrespect to it. I'm sure it has a huge following. I know it has a huge following. It's got like 20 seasons under its belt.
I love Mark Harmon is cool though. Mark Harmon, who plays Gibbs.
Oh, and the lead guy, right?
Yeah.
This has been on since 2003 and it has 18 seasons. Fellas, it's time to end NCIS, unfortunately, for some people. And CSI
that's
Miami.
been on for a while.
That's been on for a long time. Actually, while you said that, I just want to see it up really quick. CSI. What? Oh, God, you're right. This show's been on with Chris O'Donnell. When did this come on? This came out in 2000. Holy crap. Oh, my God. 2000? Jeez, man. All right. But anyways, NCIS is my first pick for the simple reason because it's just been on. And I don't know if there's any storylines or anything goes on around it. I don't know anything. So I'm just saying it should end. Any comments for NCIS?
Well, yeah, it does have a storyline. Naval crime investigation. I forgot what the S stands for, but
okay.
It's the same thing as I said with the Flash. It's a police procedural. You've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But the DiNozzo slap is freaking great.
Yeah. So I mean,
But
like
yeah,
NCIS is my pick for the first round of our 5 TV shows that should be canceled. Bill, you're up. What do you got?
okay, my number 2 is, since we talked about The Simpsons, we got to talk about this. Family Guy needs to end. And because, like what Justin was saying when we were talking about The Simpsons, Family Guy was a Simpsons ripoff at first.
I mean, it looks
Funny
like
one,
it.
What was
But
that, Justin?
A
Sorry.
funny one, but yes.
And listen, the early Family Guy is great. But the most recent ones, they just, like we were saying, they just flanderized everybody.
It came out in 99.
I'd say season 6 back was good.
Stewie used to be, this evil genius, and now he's just, I don't even know what to describe him as.
He's
just a kid.
He's an entirely new character. He's a 1-year-old genius inventor with a questionable sexuality. He's essentially Roger.
From American Dad. But at least Roger's entertaining.
Stewie's entertaining.
He is. It's just I think I'm starting to like Roger better.
Mickey
Spanish.
Oh boy.
But yeah, Chris has just become a chronic masturbator. Brian has just been. Do you think Brian was always a pretentious douche, Justin?
No, he was actually supposed to be like the voice of reason. Fun fact, in like the first few episodes, he was apolitical. Like he did not like talking about politics. Boy, did that change.
Can I chime in? Oh, go ahead.
I'll agree that it does need to end. However, I have been watching some of the more recent episodes. I've been kind of picking and choosing the ones I watched, though, because usually their best episodes now are the ones where they're out of the mold. Like 3 Directors was great, where it was Peter getting fired from the brewery in the style of 3 famous directors.
Mm-hmm.
You had Tarantino, you had Wes Anderson, and then you had Michael Bay.
Oh, I remember that. Remember? The play is on. The play is off. The play is off. The play is back on. Yeah, that episode I actually did really like.
The Road 2s are still fantastic.
I think my favorite one is The Road to the Multiverses.
I mean, believe it or not, that was like my introduction to Family Guy. And,
I like The Road to the
Multiverses. Now and then, a Brian Stewie episode gets very, very creative, like the one where like time is going in reverse. And then they had the reverse chicken fight.
I remember that episode.
I've never seen Family Guy, so don't kill me.
So yeah, you said you wanted to chime in though, JT.
Yeah, I'm well aware of what Family Guy is, though. I can honestly say same with The Simpsons. I just never watched any of the episodes or the whole show at all. It didn't appeal to me personally. I mean, it looks weird, like an adult animation thing. It looked weird to me at the time, but whatever.
But here's my problem with Family Guy, and we talked about this when we talked about overrated shows. I feel like when there are certain issues that Family Guy does try to tackle.
Oh yeah, you talked about this.
I talked about this before. Sorry, I got to talk about it again. It just comes out in very, very poor taste. Like, yes. I talked about this a few weeks ago. I told you there was an episode about, domestic violence that just... where those, the quick version, Quagmire gets into a coma or something. They call his sister. who has an abusive boyfriend. And because one joke that made me want to puke was in the beginning going, wait, Jeff, is that the boyfriend who beats her? Then Peter goes, yeah, but she's getting a lot better. I'm like thinking, what? Taking a punch? I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I know Family Guy is known for crossing the line, but no, I'm sorry. You don't joke about shit like this.
Nope.
And I know all of you go, oh my God, you're being so PC. Oh, shut up. Oh my God, you're such a tool. You're being such an SJW. First, fuck you guys. And secondly, I'm sorry, there are certain things, Justin, since you're a screenwriter, would you agree there's certain things you don't make fun of?
Absolutely. There are certain things that you just... I have a rule in life because I do like offensive humor when it's funny.
But because I'm currently writing a screenplay right now, and the advice you gave me, if it's offensive, it better be damn funny. Is that what you told me, Justin? Is that what you told me, or?
Yeah. Basically, you can be offensive, but you better pray to God that you're funny.
Yeah, because if it just comes out offensive,
then you're just offensive.
Because another thing is, like, there was an episode they did about Quagmire's father who is transgendered.
Mm.
Have you seen that episode, Justin?
I have seen that episode.
And Seth MacFarlane got a lot of flack for it because of the misrepresentation of trans people or something like that.
Mm.
I think subjects like that, like, I get it. We didn't really know much about transgenderism back then. But I think stuff like that you really shouldn't be poking fun of. Like, I think there are times that Seth MacFarlane does cross the line a little too much. Like, listen, crossing the line is fine. But like you said, if it's funny, but there are times he just crosses the line to cross the line.
Yeah.
And you know how we said a Family Guy was a Simpsons ripoff, because we said when we were talking about the Simpsons, Family Guy was trying to be the Simpsons, and then Simpsons was trying to be Family Guy. Like, I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, I would say Peter Griffin is like an unlikable version of Homer Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, Homer Simpson is not the sharpest tack in the box, but, you know, you could tell at least he's at least Homer's a decent person. He's a good husband. He's a good father.
I think
Peter's he's just a freaking man-child. And not in like the charming way. I mean like the...
And I think that's why a lot of the humor and the violence in Family Guy is so ramped up in the show, because these characters are so unlikable. And I'm using the plural because in its current state, I don't think there's a single redeemable character anymore. I mean, even Meg has become criminal in a lot of cases.
Shut up, Meg.
There was that episode where she found out that Chris was stealing out of Lois's purse, and she blackmails him to do whatever he wants, which, come to think of it, is a very common plot thread in a Family Guy episode. But yeah, it's time for it to end. I mean, Quagmire is still a regular character. A character like that shouldn't even exist anymore.
Oh, because of all what's been going on in recent years with like the Me Too movement. And
I mean, they've toned him down. Like, I just watched an episode where Quagmire meets his daughter, his 18-year-old daughter. At first, he was trying to sleep with her, and it was like she was like filling out a waiver before they went and did it.
No, there was an episode that Quagmire gets in trouble for doing inappropriate things with a young girl.
Trying to remember that episode.
Listen, again, I'm not one of those prudes that everything has to be highbrow, but
No, I like a good fart joke as much as the next person, but
Yeah, absolutely.
when you're doing these jokes just to cross the line, like again, if you're doing it and it's funny, sure, yeah, it's fine. But if you're just doing it to cross the line, it's like he's trying to be like that teenage boy who's trying to be so edgy.
Oh my God.
and
You know the ones I'm talking about, JT, don't you?
Are typically lazy.
What was that, Justin?
And the jokes are typically lazy. Very lazy.
Boy, he's a filler, Johnny.
They're dead. Happy now.
So I think, like I said, as it's time to say goodbye to Springfield, and I think it's time to say goodbye to Quahog.
Any other comments for Family Guy?
Let's see if the chat board has anything to say. Don't
read it out loud. It's okay. Justin, was this your pick or Bill's pick?
That was my pick.
Okay. Justin, what do you got coming up? Bill, if you want to chat in the chat board, go right ahead.
So I think it's time we did the world a massive, massive favor by canceling TMZ.
Yes.
TMZ is.
Oh, no, you're right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, sorry.
I can't even look at the guy. It's just.
TMZ!
Oh,
TMZ!
Why did you remind me of this? What the hell?
This is where journalism goes to die.
Oh, God.
This is literally garbage journalism at its worst. This is glorified paparazzi who get their jollies out of stalking celebrities and making fun of them because they're intruding on them. It's just, why?
This is really stupid. I don't even know why we're looking at this.
So many.
We are sitting here shaming society for what it has become.
Exactly.
I just feel like some major events in history would not have happened if it was first dropped by TMZ. Like, I feel like if certain presidents like announced their presidency and it was dropped on TMZ, the story would be done like that.
Yeah. Let's show a picture. Here's Paul McCartney. Just saying.
But credit where credit is due. TMC once in a while does get it right. Very few, but once. Like
on the show.
Oh no, I was talking about the outlet itself because I remember when Kobe Bryant, may God rest his soul, when he died in that tragic helicopter accident, I remember it was at the gym, and the first people to break it was TMZ.
You know what? I'll say this. I think the same thing happened with Michael Jackson. I think they were like one of the first people to break that he was in the hospital.
Like, I remember clicking on the link. I'm thinking, oh, it's TMZ. I don't trust it. And I was hearing nothing from like ESPN or any of the other outlets at that time until like a few minutes later.
Their news site is one thing, but the show itself is just journalism garbage.
Absolutely.
It's just gotcha journalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gotcha journalism.
I can't believe we're even talking about this. Let's just put it
Well,
that way.
those are a few minutes of our lives we're never getting back.
And Justin, anything else on
Wanted
TMZ? Or?
shows that needed to end.
Yes.
This needs to end.
It does.
Oh my God.
Leonardo DiCaprio had a burger for lunch. TMZ.
Paul McCartney's trying to enter into the club.
TMZ.
We should make our own abbreviation called TSRS and make a shirt out of it.
Yes. Coming soon. TMZ parody.
Yeah, did TMZ parody. The Super Review Show.
So, what do we got today, guys?
Oh my God. All right. Any other comments for this piece of shit? Any other comments, questions, concerns?
This show needs to end.
This the freaking McCartney's in there too. Jesus.
And anyone who enjoys this needs help.
Like McCartney could buy the whole thing.
He's probably like, hey, I could buy this whole freaking club, you know?
I could buy the corporation aspect. He has $1 billion. Why not?
And then he's like, TMZ!
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 Yeah! Woo! All right.
TMZ! This show needs to end, and we need to forget that the show exists.
Well, Bill, I'm so glad you said that because it just so happens that my next pick needs to end too.
Let's hear it. The
Bachelor.
Oh,
This show sucks. I know. Listen,
watched it.
I actually saw one episode and I wanted to puke afterwards. It was the
I never
stupidest.
really watched it. Like I know a lot of friends of mine have this as like a guilty pleasure of theirs.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I've
this is
heard
the stupidest
similar from
thing.
people.
Justin, go ahead.
I've heard some. I've never watched The Bachelor because why?
Exactly.
But yeah, I've heard something similar that it's kind of like a guilty pleasure to some guys. I don't know.
It's like just like, but why? Like, literally, this show sucks. This show it's so bad. It should have never even came to fruition. Like, let's put it that way. Oh my God. Like, I'm not kidding you. I've watched probably one episode of my whole life. And I just from the moment I saw it, I was like, all right, this sucks. This sucks. Like, let's face it. And it's been on for how many seasons? And ABC's got like all this crap for it. It's a 3.2 out of 10. It started in 2002. Yeah. It's almost as old as Family Guy.
And my application to be on The Bachelorette has been turned down again.
Wish, so.
What's that?
My application to be on The Bachelorette has been.
I barely heard you, Justin. What was that?
I said, with what's going on with Chris Harrison, you might get your wish.
Oh, well, let's see. I really don't have much to say about this. I think this show is stupid. I just think that it should end sooner than later. I know a lot of girls watch it, and unfortunately, gentlemen who are single, if you want to be in a relationship and the girl likes The Bachelor, good luck with that one. I will say that.
No, like I've watched like the ending of it a few times because it comes on like, you know, like because my favorite show, The Good Doctor, comes on right afterwards. So
yeah, and you catch a little
just
bit
like watching it for a few minutes. I'm like, why the hell do people like this?
Why?
Like, listen, if you like it, good for you. But
there's some things in life I don't get. Anyways, this is my second pick, The Bachelor. I think it's like just garbage TV. Anyways,
you know, whilst we're on the topic of reality TV show, you know which show I think needs to end?
Is this your next pick?
This is my next pick. Are you ready?
Yes.
This is American Idol.
Oh my God.
The voice is much better anyway.
Oh my
I've
God.
only watched
You're
The Voice
right.
a few times. Like I used to watch this religiously when I was younger. Like religiously, I used to watch this.
Oh my God, you're right.
I think everybody did. Like I stopped getting interest in it when Simon Cowell left.
Yeah.
Because he was American Idol.
Yeah, and then they tried stunt hosts like Nicki Minaj, and it was just like, no.
Katy Perry was in there.
I watched a few I watched like maybe a few times after Simon
Paula,
left.
Randy or bust.
What was
Is
that?
it Ryan's?
It's
Justin,
Simon
what?
Paula and Randy or bust.
And it's just that the show has been going on for way too long. And like first when Fox canceled it, they're like, oh my God, it's going away. And then ABC picked it up.
Thanks, Disney.
Thanks, Disney.
Thanks, COVID.
But this show, because I actually have a friend, she actually auditioned for it, and she's pretty good. She's got a good voice.
Yeah.
And she didn't make it. And we always joked around, like, I think they purposely get the bad people on purpose because it makes better ratings.
I mean, hey, Adam Lambert came out of it, and he's with Queen now. So let's just put it that way, too.
And you know what I've noticed? Have you noticed that the folks who do runner-ups are usually more successful than those who win?
It's insane.
Like, you know, like the only few who have done, the only few winners that have done good were Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood. Who else?
I already said Kelly Clarkson.
I said them too. Well, to a lesser extent, Philip Phillips.
Oh, yeah. Adam Lambert. Didn't Adam Lambert came out of American Idol, right?
Yeah, he came in second.
Oh, right.
Didn't David Archuleta win?
He came in second. Because
he had like 2 hits.
Clay Aiken did much better than Ruben Studdard. It's Chris Daughtry. Do you remember the guy who won that season? I don't. No, I kind of do. This guy named Taylor Hicks. He fell off the face of the earth.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Isn't he in? No, I'm thinking of Taylor Hitch. I'm sorry.
Chris,
Taylor Hitch.
Or, Adam Lambert, Chris Allen, who won that? Where's he? Nobody knows. Or what's her face? Well, Jordan Sparks had a little bit of a career, I think, after she won. Did she win? I don't know. Somebody looked that up. Jennifer Hudson, who came in, I don't know, like 4th or 5th, she won a freaking Oscar.
Yeah.
So a good chunk, except for the Kelly Clarksons and the Carrie Underwoods and Jordan Sparks people like Jordan Sparks and Philip Phillips to a lesser extent. Aside from them, the winners on the show go nowhere. Like maybe they do all right for a little bit and then they just fade into obscurity. So is this show even worth having on anymore?
Well, here's the thing.
No.
The winners of the show get a record deal because they're contractually obligated to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The runner-ups get a career because they're actually good.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because, and it's like the thing is it like how those folks fade into obscurity. I'm not going to use this because I don't really have an opinion on the show. It's like the show Hell's Kitchen with Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. I'm good. That's coming up.
Okay, we'll talk about it when we get to that. If one of you get to that, we'll talk about it. It's not on my list. But the thing is, overall, but I will say this show did open the door for stuff like America's Got Talent, The X Factor, and The Voice. Yeah. Like, I think if it wasn't for this show, none of those other shows would have existed.
Other contest-based shows.
Yeah, but and I just want to say about Simon Cowell, I just want to say he's kind of mellowed out over the years.
Probably also doed out.
Probably.
He's got I think he's got like 2 kids now, so I think he's kind of calmed down, but he used to be relentless. Like he used to be absolutely relentless.
You know what probably helped?
What?
Being on British shows for once.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, because those Brits, they're so honest.
Lovely chaps. They've done such a good job today. Lovely. They all talk like that, you know.
Oh,
Also,
oh my God, that sounded terrible. But he's just but from what I've seen in like recent shows, he's sort of mellowed out. He's not like what he used to be. Like I remember people would joke that they would go on American Idol just to get insulted by Simon Cowell.
Oh my God. And those videos are pretty funny. My cousin shows them.
She bang.
William Hung. But like I said, I think it's time for American Idol to wrap it up. It's
to end.
It's like I said, it's gone on too long. The winners go nowhere. It's like you said. It's like, are they? And I'm starting to think this thing might be rigged because, like you said, Justin, the winners only do the recordings because they're contractually obligated.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of their prize.
And the other guy, and like I said, and I've said this before, the people who don't win actually do better. Like, again, aside from Kelly Clarkson and Carrie Underwood and all, and some of those folks, but the rest of them, they just fade into obscurity.
Yeah, like they win and then they're nothing.
They win, that maybe they get they release an album, maybe they get like a top 40 hit for a bit, and then they just go away.
You never hear from them again, yeah.
And you never hear from them again. And you never hear from them again. So
that's your pick.
That is my pick. American Idol, time to go.
Justin, what else is time to go?
Netflix.
This really?
Why did you have to revive Full House with a sequel?
We talked about this.
Wait, Full House is gone though.
It is?
Yeah, but if you want to rant about it, I'd be glad for that.
Is this your pick though or no?
I thought it was still going on.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it wrapped.
Fuller House. 5 seasons. Hold on. Final episode date, June 2nd, 2020.
Oh, thank God.
Well, something good came out of 2020.
Something good. Yeah, that's true. There you go. See?
But I will say this, Justin, in case you have a new pick, because I said this back when I was talking about overrated shows. I feel like this was the laziest show put to television.
Yeah.
It's so paint by committee. It's copy and paste of what the original show was with gender reversals. Okay, now it's 3 women living in the same house.
Yeah.
Raising a bunch of kids.
Isn't it the actual original actresses too?
Yeah, it is. So that was kind of cool.
I mean,
that's
they
cool. Don't bring back Mary-Kate and Ashley. It's just the humor is forced. The emotions are forced because they always had the forced music for the more emotional beats. And it's just, I only watched the first season. That is all I needed.
I mean,
like, the characters are just annoying. I'm sorry, I think I just got too cynical for sitcoms now because these people cannot exist. They're too happy.
Preach.
Preach, brother, preach.
It's like Friends. How can they afford to live in New York?
Thank you.
Does that really run through your mind when you watch Friends, Justin?
Yes. Do you know how much rent is in New York City?
A lot.
A lot of money. Oh my God. Justin, thank you for that. That made my night. Any other comments for? I mean, if you want to make this your pick, it's fine.
And
Fuller House.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going on one more tangent. And
Go
you're
ahead.
telling me that 30 years after your mother mysteriously died, leaving your father being a single parent, you become a single parent in a very similar fashion to be a mother. No, I just can't suspend my disbelief with that. The circumstances of both shows are just too similar.
Think about it this way.
Unbelievable.
Think about it this way. DJ is like Danny. Stephanie is like
You might as well call DJ Danny Jr.
Ooh, good one. Stephanie is basically like Uncle Jesse, and Kimmy is basically Joey.
Yeah.
You got the uptight, stringent one. You got the
cool one. And then you have the funny one.
And then you got the goofy one. This was not original. And like I said, and then when we talked about overrated shows, they were just like, hey, remember this? Remember this? Remember this? The first day, remember the teddy bear song? Remember that? Remember that? Remember this? We hate ourselves for writing this.
Right down to the wink at the camera.
Remember?
A lot of them.
We're going to sit here and shove nostalgia down your throat.
I'm glad it didn't get renewed for another season.
So, Justin, do you want to take this as your pick, or would you like a mulligan?
No, I will continue this as my pick because the cancellation's still fresh enough where it might still get renewed.
Netflix, do not renew this. Because guess we're going to get more. Remember this? Oh my God, we sold our souls.
Wouldn't put it past Netflix.
Don't put it past Netflix. They're like Baskin Robbins. They know everything.
Oh, God. All right. Anyone else? Any last comments for Fuller House before we go into my pick?
Go on, my friend.
You ready?
Ready.
Get out of here. Wait. Hold on. No. True story. True story.
You know what? You're a fucking whore, and I never liked you.
Okay, no, I'm being totally serious when I tell you this. I typed in Beverly Hills, but if I were to do this,
oh God,
no. The reason why I say this is because Margaret is my aunt's best friend.
Really?
Oh no.
I'm not going to say anything else. I'm sure Margaret's a lovely lady.
No. I'm like the Real Housewives of New Jersey is my Real Housewives of whatever is my pick. But Margaret literally grew up with my aunt.
JT's aunt, if you're watching this, I'm sure your best friend is a lovely person.
I'm almost friends with her on Facebook. Let's put it that way. And like my aunt has been in a couple episodes of like it's a whole thing. But like outside of Margaret Josephs or Margaret Cortona, as she likes to be called, these shows suck. The Real Housewives of insert name of city here, bullshit. Get out of here. But she's great. Margaret's great. Sometimes I'll come downstairs and I'm like, Dad, what are you watching? He's like, oh, we're watching the Real Housewives of New Jersey because because Aunt Kathy's best friend Margaret is on the show. I'm like, what? What do you mean she's on the show? And sure enough, Margaret is on the show. She's right. I don't know where she is, whatever. But like, do we really need to know what the real my number one pick? You're gonna kill me in a good way. But like this show, good God, okay, this show, these types of shows, I'm just gonna circle them all into one giant cluster here. They suck. No disrespect to Margaret at all. But let's be real. These shows are awful. Why do I need to know if he likes her or if your cousin's coming out to dinner with you or not? Give me a break, Bravo Network. Like, come on, Oh, God.
Is it bad of me to say I actually with Real Housewives of New Jersey. At one point, it was like a guilty pleasure.
Good.
And
Did you see Margaret on there?
no, I watched way before she was on there.
Okay, because
Like I was watching it with my mom, and then I kind of got like hooked into it. And I'm like, oh my God, here I am, a straight man watching this.
It's actually really funny to watch.
It kind of is.
These shows.
You know what? You sit there thinking these aren't real people. These are freaking caricatures.
Tell Margaret that, she'll kill you.
Oh, Margaret, I'm sure you're a lovely lady.
She is, and I met her. I think I met her once.
Listen, I was watching the show before you were on, and I stopped watching years ago. Margaret, I am very sorry for my comments. Please forgive me. And those involved, Justin,
have been sacked.
You're good.
I apologize. This has been my apology tour.
Bill, you're fine.
Anyway, but no, it's just like some of them because I know one of them. She went. I think her name was like Teresa. She went to jail.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, she did for like something. And her husband, I think, was gonna get deported, but I haven't heard much after that because I stopped paying attention.
Oh my God. I'm looking at the pictures now. I'm like, what the hell am I doing with my life?
But no, there are some of them who I actually did like. One of them actually has a son who's autistic, so I really do feel for her. And it's just, again, not Margaret, but just like the show in general, just Real Housewives in general. You're sitting there thinking, these are not real people. These are caricatures.
I know. It's so unfortunate.
And listen, again, I'm sure Margaret's lovely.
Yes.
This show, I can understand why the Real Housewives need to get the plug pulled.
Across the nation. Real Housewives across the nation, plug pulled. That's like a New York Times headline right there.
Plug pulled. Sanity restored.
Oh my God. Justin, any comments for the Real Housewives of insert your city here and get your sanity back?
Never watched it. Never will watch it. And my condolences to you.
Thank you, sir.
Rest in peace, JT Sanity.
Yes. And it's hard to watch like reality. My next pick might actually frighten you, but if we keep it up. All right, Bill, what do you got now? Anyways, that's all I got for the Real Housewives.
We're going to take a little break from reality show. I'm going to go back to animated shows for a second, if that's all right with you folks.
Are you ready?
Sure, what do you got?
Hey, kids, are you ready for this?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah, what's up?
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Captain.
Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
What?
SpongeBob.
Killing for fire.
What was that?
Sorry, I had to. That's totally coming up out of nowhere. You guys are ridiculous. SpongeBob.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. Who's
Sorry,
too long and needs to get canned?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay, I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for this.
I believe in you, Bill. With this, go on. I believe in you.
Do you think people are gonna hate me for this, Justin, or no?
100% on this decision.
What was that, Justin?
I support you 100%.
I vote second on that.
We all grew up with SpongeBob, and it's just, and not just because we're grown adults, we're too cool for this shit now. Justin and I quote this sometimes, don't we? Our favorite quote: Patrick, I don't think this bubble could get any bigger.
Nonsense.
He's moving the camera.
No!
Oh, God.
And one of my favorite things is my brother and I, you know which one we quote? What are they selling?
They're selling chocolates.
What are they
selling?
They're selling chocolates.
Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Sweet chocolate. I always hated it.
But this isn't for eating. It's for you rub it on your skin and you live forever.
All right.
Okay, but anyway, one more joke, and then I get on to why it should be canceled. When I was in college, when I transferred to the 4-year school, I remember there was this one of the guys I was friends with. He was dating one of my friends at the time, And they would always randomly quote SpongeBob. And I remember the professor's up there and the computer wasn't working. The computers are not working. And one of them said, "Did you set it to Wumbo?" And then
That's great.
And he's like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "It's a 90s kids thing. You won't understand." And he's like, "I don't think I want to."
No,
Shout out to Professor Calder. Anyway, but yeah, this show, it's just that it's been going on for this show has probably been going on for so long. The kids who grew up, some of the kids who grew up watching this probably right now have kids of their own.
Yep.
But
ironically, the show's gotten so graphic now that honestly, I wouldn't even show my kids. They're like 8 or 9.
I kind of stopped watching it because, again, I'm a 20-something-year-old man with no children, so I have no point in watching it. But Justin, why would you say it's gotten graphic?
All right, so have you seen some of the more grotesque SpongeBob episodes?
The Splinter.
That's one of them.
I've seen that.
Squid Bob Tentacle Pants is a Cronenberg movie disguised as a SpongeBob episode. Yeah,
it's just the
animation style has just gotten so detailed that they're showing like every minute detail. Whereas, like, if you went to that previous screen that JT was on, you would actually think that might have been at one of their cutaway scenes where they're showing something gross.
And it's just, I got a couple things to say about this. And just, the show has just become so mean-spirited.
Mm-hmm.
Especially one of our favorite characters,
Patrick.
Like, at first, he was like early Homer Simpson. He was dumb, but his stupidity was, charming. And he was likable.
Now it actually looks like he goes out of his way to ruin people's lives.
Exactly. He's just...
He went from Homer Simpson to Peter Griffin.
No, he's like Peter Griffin on steroids.
Ouch. That's so true, though.
But yeah, he makes Peter Griffin look like freaking Mother Teresa. But it's just... The show has just gotten so mean-spirited. Patrick is just... He's not just an idiot. He's just a bad person. And the thing is, and everybody has just been Flanderized. Like, SpongeBob just loves Krabby Patties. We just talked about Patrick. Mr. Krabs just was Mr. Krabs always just loved money, or?
He always loved money, but he had morals in the beginning, though.
And now he's just like the abusive boss. He's basically an abusive boss.
He is completely amoral now.
No, he made... No, there was this episode that he doesn't pay SpongeBob real money when he goes... Pearl goes, "This isn't real money." He goes, "No, it's even better. It's what Mr. Krabs pays me with. It's Mr. Krabs' wacky dollars."
Oh my God, they're making a spinoff.
We'll get to that in a sec.
Oh.
Anyway, it's just a show that used to be so charming is now just
garbage.
It's now just garbage. And you know what the thing is? SpongeBob has basically been responsible for Nickelodeon's downfall in a way. Let me explain. Because there was some shows, like Adventure Time was actually originally pitched to Nickelodeon. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
No, I didn't.
I never really watched Adventure Time because that was a little past my time.
I've seen Adventure Time. That one, that's exactly what I was telling you about the grotesque visuals.
Like, Adventure Time was originally pitched to Nickelodeon, and there were some other shows, but they rejected it because they didn't think it was bad. They thought it was good, but they thought it was going to compete with SpongeBob. That's why they release all these shitty shows, is because they're afraid, because SpongeBob is their pride and joy. And
Oh.
and the thing is just overall how the show is run too far, and now there's spin-offs. Camp Coral, which I have not watched, I have no interest in watching, and I refuse to watch it.
Yeah, that one's more on principle.
Like, hey guys, you hear that? You know what that noise is?
Steven Hillenburg rolling his grave.
It's Steven Hillenburg rolling over in his grave. Like, he's like, may he rest in peace. But the studio just screwed him over. Even before this, like 2004, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie was supposed to be the series finale.
Yippee!
Like, after when they were working on it, Steven Hillenburg was like, you know what, guys, let's call it. And they went to the executives, and here was an accurate depiction of what happened. Justin, you ready? You know what, guys? I think after the movie, we're gonna call it. I think the show's run its course. I think it's over.
But we can't end here. We're running a cash cow. And it's mooing. Listen to the musical moves of the cash cow.
But it's just at this point, and basically Steven Hillenburg basically told them, no, I think the show has run its course. I think it's time for us to end. And Nickelodeon basically told them, fine, we'll do it without you. And he came back like here and there, and then unfortunately in November 2018, Steven Hillenburg sadly passed away from ALS. May he rest in peace. But one of his suggestions, here are the three things he said. 1, don't ever show SpongeBob getting his boating license. 2, don't reveal who Pearl's mom is. I think one of them was never reveal the Krabby Patty formula. And 4, no spinoffs. The moment Steven Hillenburg closed his eyes to go to the great beyond, they were probably like, I guarantee you, the day they got the news Steven Hillenburg passed, I guarantee you the greedy bastards at Nickelodeon were probably like, guys, Steven Hillenburg died. Goes, oh, what a shame. Okay, time to start those spinoffs that he said we couldn't do, but now since he's gone, we can do them now. Because they started production on them like months after Steven Hillenburg died. That is like the biggest slap in the face. And somebody who worked with Steven put out a tweet on, listen, this is disgusting. And I just want to say, I don't want to attack my colleagues. They're very talented. They're good people. But Steven would not want this. And listen, if they want to honor the memory of Steven Hillenburg,
they would have ended the show.
Just end the show. They show one last episode, and then at the end put, for Steven, we'll miss you. Thank you for taking us to Bikini Bottom. Or something like that. And just end the show with freaking dignity. But they're not going to. Because what talks, folks?
Money.
God,
it's all about the money. Sorry, go ahead.
All these freaking people they see dollar signs. And these people should be ashamed. And like I said, the shows, are they still going to be making episodes, or are they going to be focusing on Camp Coral?
I don't know.
And I just want to also say this. I actually did get to meet Tom Kenny 5 years ago. And I probably told that story before, but he was actually, and Justin, you didn't meet him, but you were sitting with me when we got to see the panel.
Mm-hmm.
And he is, and I can only say from personal experience, he is a really nice guy.
Mm.
And when I got to meet him, I remember in front of me, there was this family who were taking their 2 young daughters to see him, and he was talking to them in the SpongeBob voice. It was adorable. It was so freaking adorable. And I get up to him and say, hey, I just want to say I grew up on SpongeBob and Rocko's Modern Life. And he goes, "Oh, great." I said, "You were part of my childhood." He goes, "Well, thank you." And then I asked, "Who was your favorite guest star?" And it was Ernest Borgnine, who played Mermaid Man. Evil! He said every time he was in the studio, he did that. We were cracking up. And I also said, this is a true story. My brother, who was a big SpongeBob fan growing up, his senior quote was, "The best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time." And I told Tom Kenny that. And he goes, "Did he wear a striped sweater picture in his yearbook?" And he goes, "No, he wore a suit and tie." He goes, "Oh, he's going to regret that one day." And then he goes, "But tell him," he goes in the SpongeBob, he goes, "Tell him SpongeBob said it's a good quote." But yeah, Tom Kenny's a great guy, but it's time for this show to end. Guys, I'm sorry I got on my soapbox here. Oh, my next one, I'm really going to get on my soapbox. But
Me too.
But I'm sorry, guys. Floor is open. I'm sorry, guys. Well, did you have
any other comments? Any other comments for the Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea, whatever this guy's name is? Oh, that's right. It's SpongeBob. Any other words for SpongeBob?
Wow.
Yeah, I got this angry over SpongeBob.
Oh.
Well, I think it's, like I said, time to say goodbye to Springfield and Quahog, and I think it's time to say goodbye to Bikini Bottom.
Ravioli, give me the formioli. All right, Justin, what do you got?
Well, my next pick I found out got canceled as well. So
You still want to use it?
Honestly, should I? I really haven't watched this show besides maybe one episode, but you know what? I'm gonna use this as kind of like my soapbox against the Dan Snyder sitcom.
Is that it?
That's not the one.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, everyone. Spoiler alert.
Something Danger. Henry Danger, I think it was.
Oh, that.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
It actually just got canceled last year, so thank God. But
thank God. This looks so stupid. Look at this.
So
preach, brother, preach.
The Dan Schneider comedy was an essential part of, I think, a lot of our childhoods. You know, we had all that. We had the Amanda Show. We had Drake and Josh, and to a lesser extent, we had iCarly. All of which have redeeming moments, and Drake and Josh still holds a place in my heart. But the decline was just so noticeable. It just got more and more childish. These used to be comedies that you could watch on Teen Nick. Now they turn into sitcoms that you would watch right after Nick Jr. It's bottom of the barrel, ages 6 to 8. It's just, it lost all of its edge. There's no more edge to the Dan Schneider comedy, and I think Henry Danger was the real catalyst of that. And if you don't believe me, there was a spin-off of this show called Kid Danger. I can't even imagine what that would have been like, but I'm sure it would have been, it was just, yeah. No.
Oh, God. Look at the awfulness.
Now, Dan Schneider wasn't looking at other people's feet.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Any comments for Henry Danger? Anything else, or
I've never watched it.
Your
So I can-
iCarly, Sam and Cat, Victorious, whatever. It's just there was just a decline.
Yeah, I mean, after like Victorious and iCarly, it was kind of like dropped down. So, unfortunate because like SpongeBob started out great, iCarly started out great, Drake and Josh, same thing. But like so things happen. All right, is it my pick?
It's your pick.
This show has to end.
It's getting canceled this year. It's the
Yes,
last season.
Let's go.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
For those of you who are wondering what I just pulled up Keeping Up with the Kardashians. As my grandfather likes to say, the crew of the Starship Enterprise always have trouble when they run into the Romulans, the Klingons, and the Kardashians.
Okay, that's good. That is good.
Thank you, Pop Mahoney, for that one.
Thank you, Pop Mahoney.
This show sucks.
I've never watched it, but
with
I know.
with a capital SUX. Good Christ. Look at this. It has a 2.8 out of 10. That's less than the other show than The Bachelor.
Dude, that show's getting canceled, but I don't think they care. This is the last season. They're laughing their way to the bank.
Kim, Chloe, and Courtney are just stepping out of their comfort zone. Like, oh, our show is being canceled. Get the fuck out of here.
Those guys have more money. Those folks have more money than God, so I don't think they're gonna have anything to worry about.
I really don't think they need to worry about that.
Divorce with Kanye, it just really sucks.
I honestly, God, don't know who's worse, Kanye or Kim.
Oh, you're right. You're so right.
I saw this meme, and I've said this before. It was a Kevin Hart joke. It was, well, let's see. The Kardashians turned Eric into an alcoholic, Scott into a drug addict, and they turned Bruce into a woman. Can't wait to see what they do to Kanye.
Turn him into a mental patient.
Oh,
he was always crazy, though. In all honesty,
the final season.
He was always crazy. I remember on one. I remember. This is it. It has to do with Kanye. I remember he was on whatchamacallit. He was on Ellen. And he said, Bill Gates should give me $1 billion because I have ideas.
Oh my God.
I said, this person's dead. Name somebody. I am the smartest person on earth. And then Ellen's like, She's like, she's probably thinking, get this freaking psycho off my stage.
Oh my God.
So speaking of Ellen.
Oh God. But anyway, it's like, and of course we can't remember our friend Kanye without Taylor. I'm happy for you. I'm going to let you finish. But Beyonce had the greatest music video of all time. And then Beyonce's just sitting there horrified. Like, what the hell?
Oh my God. That was awful.
And then, and credit to Beyonce. She said, hey, Taylor, come back up, finish your speech. And then, of course, at the Grammys years later, when Beck won
same thing with Beck.
He tweeted, goes, Beck should give one of his Grammys to Beyonce to show respect for artists. And I guarantee you, I'm like, if I'm Jay-Z, I'm sitting there like thinking, does Kanye have an obsession with my wife? I'd be like, I would like literally grab him by the shirt and say, dude, stay away from my wife and stop saying she should get certain things or I'm going to kick your ass.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I can't. Sorry. I have a thing about Kanye West. I can't stand him. The guy drives me insane. And he ran for president. How scary is that? And people voted for him, which is even scarier.
Yeah, Bill, that's quite the hell on earth right there.
Okay. I got to get on mine when we get back to me in a sec. But anyway, what we said with the Kardashians, I'm sorry. I had to go on my Kanye West.
Me or Justin?
Either review.
I was about to say, like, we're just like, you went off on a full-fledged, like, I hate this show so much tangent.
I'm ready to bring out my notepad and ask you, how does that make you feel?
Oh
okay, Justin. You guys. I'm sorry. Go right ahead, guys. I apologize.
You're fine. So here's the deal. I'll be quick about it because I don't want to keep anyone else.
No. I kept you up. You could go as much as you want.
Right. Because we have one more round and then we're all done for the night.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I watched this show once with a certain someone, and my brains were oozing with pain because of how stupid this is. Like, this is like reality TV show brought down to a maximum level of causing people to get stupid. Like, this show actually makes people stupid. Like, I feel like it because I was like, I walked away from it, like I started like lisping whatever, and I was like, oh my god, and I was like, and I'll quote my grandfather one more time before I hand it over to Justin. The crew of the Starship Enterprise always runs into trouble when they are dealing with Romulans, Klingons, and Kardashians. Justin, it's all you. What do you got to say on the Kardashians?
All this over a sex tape.
Exactly. Well, they were a little famous before that because
That's
Kim's
no,
father.
That's it. Yes.
No, Kim's father was an attorney for O.J. Simpson. So
yeah, but that's not nothing to have a television show over.
Yeah. The People versus O.J. Simpson didn't even come close to that. That was good, Justin. I'll give you that. So, Bill, look, it was your sex tape. Look, my sex. Okay.
Okay. And okay.
Anyways, where was it? That was my pick. Bill's pick. Go ahead, Bill. Finish up.
You know what? I'm going on to another controversial reality family.
Oh, god damn it.
And their show and any reference to them needs to be eliminated. I am, of course, talking about the Duggars.
The Duggars? Is that what you said?
Duggars. Duggars.
Oh, God. Hold on. The Duggar family? This one?
Yes. For those of you who've been blissfully living under a rock, and I envy you.
I've been living under a rock.
JT, I envy you. Can I move into your rock? Okay. For those of you who don't know these people, first of all, God bless you. Okay. They are an uber ultra conservative Christian family. I just want to go on by saying I am religious myself. I have nothing against people who are religious, but what I'm about to tell you is these people are crazy. They had shows on TLC and they have a show on now. It used to be 17, 18, and then 19 kids and counting. Yeah, they have 19 kids.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. This is the tame stuff. The crazy stuff is coming.
Oh, no.
No, you thought I got mad about Kanye West. Oh.
I'm kind of scared now, actually.
But anyway, they have 19 kids. And they currently have a show on TLC called Counting On. And now here are reasons why these people need to just that these people should not have any attention. One, we'll start with surface level shit. We're going to start with surface level shit. I used to watch their show, and it was, again, kind of a guilty pleasure. But after things I'm going to get to came out, I just stopped watching, and I watched one from their recent show, Counting On. It's just so freaking boring. Watching grass grow is more exciting than watching these people. And, it gets even... It's like, those people who are like always happy, like you have some of them who it's quite charming that they're in a good mood. These are not those people. These are those people who are just, it's so great, Army's so wonderful. You just want to take something heavy and hit them over the head with it. And yeah, that's like the most tame thing I can say about these people. It gets worse. The thing is, these people, yeah, they're a conservative Christian family. They belong to a freaking cult. They belong to an organization called the Institute of Basic Life Principles. I'm not going to go into everything. Go to either recoveringgrace.org or the Cult Education Institute. They have stuff on this thing. And guys, it is freaking disturbing. The stuff they teach the women, the stuff they teach the kids, it's absolutely gross. They basically teach the women that they have to be quiet and obedient. And they have to teach the kids the same damn thing. And these people, my blood pressure's up to here right now. And because no reality TV show is family, is fit without a scandal. Their oldest son, Josh. Oh, God. You know what? Jim Bob, if you're going to sue me over this, go ahead. I don't care. Their son, Josh, when he was a kid, there was a police report. This came out about 6 years ago. That he was touching women inappropriately. And the family freaking covered for him because the Institute of Basic Life Principles teaches it's the man is never in the wrong and it's the victim's fault. And I'm sorry. But anyway, this guy at first, he tried to go, my family's the epitome of Christian values. And then it came out he was cheating on his wife through Ashley Madison, which is a website that married cheaters go to. And it's just, listen, look at the smiling faces, but there's a lot of shit behind there. And the thing is, and his wife won't leave him because they don't believe in divorce. And that is just absolutely gross. And all the time he was working for an organization called the Family Research Council, which is an anti-LGBT organization. So these people are a bunch of freaking hypocrites. They're a bunch of creeps. And yeah, their organization is run by a guy who's never been married, doesn't have children, but yet he thinks he can tell people what to do with their marriages and their children. F off. Seriously. I'm not married. I don't have kids, but I wouldn't give people advice on that. And plus, and also the guy who was running that organization, he got in trouble for sexual harassment and he no longer runs it. So, and the thing is, and this is my point here, the reason why this show needs to be axed is TLC has this horrible thing where they normalize people they shouldn't be normalizing. Like the IBLP, the organization I just brought up, they've had episodes them going to their conferences and stuff. This shouldn't be promoted. This stuff is awful. And you know what? And listen, you could be looking at, oh, look at them. They're just such a nice, wholesome family. No, these people are disgusting. And TLC should be a freaking shame of themselves for giving them a platform. Thankfully, they kind of been not mentioned in the IBLP when the guy who ran the organization got in trouble recently. And it's just that, first of all, I want to apologize to my dear friends for having them listen to me go on a rant. But these
never watch the show, never will watch the show.
Thank you.
I'm taking your word for it, bud. It's okay.
It's just that we shouldn't be given platforms to people who promote certain things. We should not give platforms to people who blame victims and people who promote abuse. So before I go on, give it to my friends, I want to say, fuck you, Jim Bob Duggar. Fuck you, Josh. And fuck you, TLC. And again, Jim Bob, you want to sue me? Come at me. Or you want to go at me on Twitter? BillMurph27. Come at me, bro.
I'm going to sell you a personal liability umbrella policy when the night is done. It's going to come in real handy.
You know I'm kidding. You guys know I'm kidding, right? But these people...
Bill, they canceled the show.
Wait, what? No, the show's still on. And nearly canceled.
Oh, I saw a rumor of it. That's why.
Okay, so...
It says, hold on one sec.
Anyway, the show should be canceled.
There's 10 seasons?
Yes, can you believe TLC did that?
Is this your last...
That was my last pick. I have an honorable mention, but this is my last pick.
All right. Okay. Do you want to do your honorable mention?
Yeah, I'll do my honorable mention real quick.
Sure. Go ahead.
As much as I like the show, I think Law and Order SVU needs to.
Yeah. I can't wait. What?
Law and Order SVU. I think it's been on for 20 something years. I think it's time for. And no, I like most of it. I think it's actually because growing up, Law and Order was always on in my house.
Yeah.
Was always on in my house. So, but as I got older, I really started appreciating SVU. I think it's a very interesting show.
But it has to end.
It's time to wrap it up.
Okay.
But they have a new Law and Order spinoff right now.
What is it?
It's called Law and Order Organized Crime.
Oh, I think I heard about. I heard about that one. Yeah. So
that sounds interesting.
Justin.
Okay, so
final pick.
I'm glad you brought up people who should not have a platform, because I think snake oil salespeople should not have a platform. And there is a very well-known snake oil salesperson in Hollywood, that being Gwyneth Paltrow, who just recently had a documentary on Netflix, which just got renewed for a second season on the Goop Lab with Gwyneth Paltrow.
What is it called? The Goop what? Oh, Goop Lab?
Goop Lab. So
this just looks stupid.
Yeah, it is. Are you guys aware of Goop?
No.
What is Goop?
Goop is Gwyneth Paltrow's line of wellness products that are insanely overpriced. And they're essentially it's snake oil. It's not real. It's figments of your imagination. Like, she's selling these patches that you would just put on your arm that would apparently line up with your chakras or whatever to give you energy throughout the day. And it's just like her products are not based in science. They are meant to fool people. This is the equivalent of A-list equivalent of an essential oils saleswoman.
Wow, okay.
Just got the biggest platform to advertise her product.
Wow.
Being Netflix. This show is just one giant advertisement for Goop. So if you want a candle that smells like Gwyneth Paltrow's you know what? Sure.
Okay.
Go to her website and buy one.
Jeez. Okay.
You every time one of her Goop products is sold, that's one soul I lose faith over.
Oh boy.
It's just
stuff like this makes me wonder why things like this exist.
Yeah, it's like, who would buy this?
I don't know.
It's
what does it do?
Obviously fake. It's way overpriced. Anything you can find on her website, you could probably find on Amazon for $15. Guaranteed. And you'll actually know what's in it.
Oh, yeah.
And Gwyneth Paltrow is like one of the most pretentious celebrities out there.
True story.
Now, if you're not doing it my way, then you're not doing it right.
Yeah. True story. Actually, my grandfather, who I brought up before, he actually he was in an airport waiting for, I think, my cousin or something like that, in JFK or LaGuardia. I forget one of the two. And Gwyneth Paltrow walked right by him, but she had like legit. She had glasses on. She was hiding, with like big boots. She would taking the flight over too. So, just a fun fact. So.
And Bill, you actually kind of inspired this pick from our conversation on Saturday.
Really? How so?
Your that friend on Facebook that you told me about, who listens to our health guide.
Yes, JT, I'll tell you that off camera.
Yeah, sure.
It's a funny story, isn't it, Justin?
I
just don't think I should tell it on air. I'll tell you off camera.
Sure. Any other comments for the Goop Lab?
No.
All right.
I'm sorry. Who names their shit Goop? No.
Apparently Gwyneth Paltrow.
This is why it's named Goop. True story.
Oh boy.
She named it Goop because she heard that companies with 2 O's in it are successful.
God help us all. That's what I have to say. So, that's actually insane, Justin. I did not know that. Now I'm going to go to bed having nightmares now. Thank you. All right. So the last pick of the night is mine, and I'm going to.
You want to play a good drinking game? Drink whenever you feel like it. When you see a product on her website that it makes you lose faith in humanity.
Gotcha. I'll remember that. All right, you guys ready for my last pick?
Yeah.
It's kind of like we come down to the wire. We had a pretty good show tonight. Let's see. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say.
Pawn Stars.
This show I listen. Okay, hear me out for a second.
I love the show, but
the memes for this show are so.
My name is Rick Harrison, and this is my pawn shop.
My name is Rick Harrison, and then my show needs to end. I work here with my old man's dead, and I work here with my fat ass son, Big Hoss, and Chumley's over there in the corner. One thing I learned after 21 years, you never know how many times I want to cancel the show. Come on, like this show. I love this show though. Kind of unfortunately, like the memes for this show are hysterical.
Ever since the old man died,
it's gone down.
Yeah, it's time to end the show.
I mean, look at this drastic difference between Corey. Dramatic weight loss.
Hey, he looks good.
He does. I mean, I'm not trying to laugh at him, but like, it's.
And right back that picture. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. Okay.
Yeah. There's like, honestly, this show, I love the History Channel when it's actually about history. Like,
you know what? There are some cool stuff that comes through that shop. Like,
yeah. I think one thing, like they had a guitar signed by all 4 of the Beatles. I mean, I don't think it was. I forget
a custom made guitar that was made for Phil Collins.
Yeah, or like the Dances with Wool Saddles or whatever. The saddle.
There's no ifs, ands, or Kevin Costner's butt.
Honestly, I like the memes. We have to show this. We can't not show this online. There's too many funny ones. Like the best I can do is like, come on, it's the coronavirus meme right there. The best I can do is $69,000. He said it's worth $10K. I can give you like 20.
No Bill said $500,000. Best I can do is $35.
Yes, it's just they're so funny. Like this one's great. We're showing this on YouTube. I really don't care, but for just 50 cents, you can save a child's life. The best I can do is 25. It's so funny. They're so funny. It's hysterical. Sorry, I had to show you guys this. I pissed my pants laughing at that stuff. It's hysterical. It's just, but like this show, look, I don't even know what season they're on. I lost track after like 8. Hold on. It started in 2009.
77 episodes.
Where is it? Oh, I gotta look at this. Hold on. There's 17 seasons. Holy
This show's been
crap.
going on that long.
How many fucking things can you bring to a pawn shop? Oh my
Hang
god.
on. You know what? I have one more honorable mention.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you're done, I just have one more honorable mention.
I mean, the only thing else I was gonna say was that this show it's more like a humor show at this point. Like they go get
The
lunch.
stuff is interesting.
Yeah, they get cool stuff, but it's like really. Honestly, some of the comments are so like Chumley's hysterical.
Okay, Justin, what's your honorable mention?
What's your honorable mention there, my friend?
And this one hurts to say. Jeopardy. It's not the same without Alex Trebek.
That you just talk about going from a humor mood to like a depressed mood.
I'm sorry.
Oh, come on.
Damn
I went
it.
on the Duggar rant. Then we had something else. And now, come on. I thought we were going to end this on a light note. But okay.
I mean, look, you know what? I will give you credence for this. I mean, it is a game show. It is like a regular, like, it's a typical thing for the old people. Oh, Jeopardy's on, whatever, right?
Hey.
No,
no.
I mean, like, not you, but like when my grandmother was here, she was like, always watch Jeopardy. I could see your point of trying to end Jeopardy. I mean, it has gone on a long time. Alex Trebek was the main guy behind it, so I could see why. I don't think so. I think they could go with another host for another it's kind of like the Tonight Show goes with another host and stuff like that. But that's me.
They need to find someone with a similar personality or someone who can match his energy.
Yeah. His quippiness or whatever,
Like, it's just
like Ken Jennings didn't do it for you.
Is what it is. It's uncanny.
I've actually been thinking about applying to go on.
You do good.
Because I've had my family tell me, dude, you should do it.
You know a lot about a lot of things. And that's what Jeopardy is.
And I remember because I was talking to my cousin Brian. Brian, if you're watching, shout out. He's like, yeah, I know a lot of useless shit. And he goes, you should go on Jeopardy. That's the show for people who know useless shit.
It's true, actually. So.
Oh, should I go on Jeopardy? What do you guys think? Comment below. Should Bill go on Jeopardy?
Send it off in the comment section below. Any other comments for Jeopardy or anything we talked about tonight, gentlemen?
I think we're good. And I just want to
And
apologize for my rant.
Last downer. I literally just thought of it and I was like, I have to mention it.
No, I don't blame you. I mean, like, hold on, I'm just making sure we're good. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, guys, ultimately, it's what you guys have to say about this. Please jump down in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
I just want to say again, I'm very sorry for going on that very angry rant when we were talking about the Duggars. I deeply apologize. I just when other human beings are being treated like that, it drives me crazy. So
that's a good trait to have, Bill. I mean,
and like I said, if you want to know more about that organization, go to recoveringgrace.org, which is the testimonies from people who grew up in that world, or go to the Cole Education Institute. They have a lot of stuff on that. So please go check those out. But yeah, anyway, could we try to end this on a fun, light note, please? Say something.
Well, at least TLC is not promoting Scientology.
It'd be like, how funny if you
keeping up with the cruises.
What was it?
Keeping up with the cruises.
Hell, Lord Zedu.
Oh my God.
God. Or anyway, wait, JT, didn't you say you thought Hell's Kitchen should have been canceled?
Oh, it's all right. I mean, yes, I'm not going to go into like all of it, but like basically, that's a show that should not be on air.
But I'll say this about Gordon Ramsay. He's all of him getting angry and stuff. That's all just for show.
85% of it is for show. The idea of Hell's Kitchen is to create the most hostile kitchen environment.
Oh, but I've actually seen him outside. He's actually a really nice guy.
He does it all for show.
What'd you say?
Vulgar, but nice.
Oh, he seems like I think when it comes to shows like like Master Chef, and I'm not just talking about the kids. I mean the adult ones too. He's not that crazy.
Yeah.
But
Passionate, but not crazy.
But I think the reason why he's different on Master Chef and on Hell's Kitchen, because Master Chef, they're not professionally trained chefs.
Mm-hmm.
Hell's Kitchen, they're supposed to be like the best and the brightest.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he's more crazier on Hell's Kitchen, because these people are professionally trained chefs. So yeah.
It's literally the idea of the show. It's supposed to be a kitchen from hell. That's name's on the tin.
Yeah, but like I said, I heard outside of that, I heard he's actually a really nice guy.
Of Ramsey's merit, you should watch Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh, I love Kitchen Nightmares. A show that shouldn't be canceled.
Oh, that's
okay. All right.
a long time.
Just thought we try to end that on a lighter note.
Of course. But ultimately, guys, it's what you have to say. Jump down in the comments section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what any of the shows we talked about tonight, Kardashians or whatever. Let us know. Please share this video and hit that like button as well. We love hearing from you guys on our Super Review Show YouTube channel. Subscribe to this channel. If you like what you've seen here, please subscribe. We do this every week, Wednesday night around 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
We go between 6 and 8. 6 and 8.
Yeah, between 6 and 8 o'clock.
6 on a good day, 8 on a depends on who we get.
If Justin's coming.
If we have Justin, expect about 8 o'clock. If it's just JT and I, expect about 6:37.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. And then don't forget to check out our Super Review Show store. It is on our YouTube channel link. There's a video for that as well. Buy a Thanks COVID t-shirt. We'd love to see you guys soon. We can't wait to see you guys for next week on next week's episode of Mixed Bag. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, everyone.
And Sports Insanity Podcast. Check us out on all platforms.
God damn it. I knew he was going to do that. All right. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone, for watching, everyone. Sports says I can't even finish the stream. Thank you so much. Have a good one. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.